Hey y'all, what's going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope you all having a great week so far. Enjoying your Thursday. I am myself. Today is my Saturday. I'm off today and tomorrow. And, happy here to chill and give y'all a review of Real Housewives of Atlanta and Caught in the Act. If those of you that know, I was reviewing Caught in the Act before, but it's been like an on and off thing with the show. But I want to go right back on it. Give reviews because there's nothing else shows coming on. What's going on? What's up? Ain't no other shows out right now that I'm interested in to review and talk about. So I might as well put it back. Let's see, y'all. Chad, Sunday's episode was something else, and we'll get right into it. But we're not gonna talk about Atlanta first. We're gonna talk about Caught in the Act first. So people who want to talk about Atlanta will come in and get some time to come in because it's still early in the stream. So hold up. Hey, shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamond in the sky. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? If y'all did not catch my Beyond the Gates review yesterday, hold on. Here's the link to it. Please check on it and give me some reviews. I appreciate everybody who have been watching it so far or who checked it out. Please engage by liking, subscribing, and also commenting about what you think about the show and whatnot. Listen. Yeah. That's why I used to watch Basketball Wives, but I don't watch it anymore. I'm ready right now. Let's go. Let's go. Exactly, child. What y'all think about? How's y'all week? How's y'all week going? Oh, I'm drinking on Pepsi. Every now and then I'm gonna drink some soda. I've been drinking mostly water, and because like the nutrition balance going on. But I decided, what? Let me spice up and drink some soda right now for the live. How's y'all week been? How's everything going? What shows have y'all been watching? Are you enjoying anything new? And the adage is kicking y'all behind, like it's kicking my behind lately. Chill. It's getting better, but Baby, what's going on with Atlanta? And then I think they dropping the mid-season trailer tomorrow. I said mid-season. What happened? What's up? What? They dropping the mid-season trailer. I said already? What episode? Oh yeah, I still got to catch up. I got to catch up. So I will review again episode 28 through whatever episode I stop at for. Let me see. I might do a pre-recorded. For y'all so I can catch up. Because I know I saw a preview of the reveal, the figure exposure. And I said, baby, I can't wait to see how this go down. And you know what? I said, I wish everybody stop getting on Kat like Kat is delusional. Kat is the only one that see peek through game. But because she doesn't have any 28, because she don't have any evidence and people thinking that, Eva's not showing any signs. I said, no, Kat, she picked it up real quickly. And the only thing about what Kat did wrong is how she's going about doing it. And how she is like criticizing in more an elitist way than in a way that is showing that she should got some proofs. She tried. Oh no, no spoilers. No, get no spoilers yet. No spoilers yet. I'm catching up. I'm definitely catching up. But yes, I did see a clip of, like I suggested yesterday, that Eve will try to get them to get away. But I said, girl, that's way too late. You should just at least tell them beforehand or that's something before this happened. But Can't wait. Can't wait to see it. But the big reveal is about to happen. And I can't wait till people to start windmilling. Yeah, let's start windmilling around here. Yeah, I want her to really preempt the thing to try to stop it. But it's really too late now. You supposed to go yesterday. I said, boy, bye. You think she was gonna take that money and go on? Like it didn't work the first time, dummy. But yes, it didn't work the first time. But if those of you have been watching Caught in the Act, because resume new season. No, resume the third season. Because we're gonna talk about the episode of Skittles. Oh, I can't wait. I wanna know why they took it like a 2 day off. I wanna know what happened. Because that reveal could have been done today if they didn't take those 2 days off. But whatever, it's back on. Okay, about to give y'all a little quick rundown. It was good. It was good. It was everybody. Let me go back behind the screen, but never mind. Let's go on. Let's get into it so we don't have to waste your time. Let me see. All right, Court and Act. I don't have those. I did have it, but I deleted it. Next time I'm gonna put it back on. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe give you a little. Okay, I think I got something. Yeah. All right. So Court and Act. So this episode about Skittles. So Tammy always sit down with the people first, get their little backstory, what's happened, how they met the person they're trying to catch, and what was the tea, basically. And then after that, they do investigation, whereas they go surveil the people for like 3 days, mostly 3 days. After they do 3 days investigation, they sit down with Tammy again with the relationship with Coach Ken. I'm glad they only have Ken, because last time when I was start watching it, they had freaking DJ Envy, and I was like, I don't know who the hell decided that was a good idea to have him as one of the freaking relationship coach. I said, no, he is not the person to be coming on the show. But glad they kicked him out, and they had only Coach Ken. So that's that. And then after that, they gave the people the decision of whether they want to do a meetup or do a takedown. Meetup meaning that they will meet the person that the person having like a little affair with, get their talk, and then y'all all confront the person together. It's a different way, but I call it meetup, whatever. I get the term next time. Or they can do a takedown, team up or a takedown. That's what I'm gonna call it, team up for now. They'll team up when they get together, they discuss, and then they all confront the cheater together. Or that person could do a takedown, meaning that they will find out when the cheater and the person's together, and then you go tackle them and confront them. And after all is said and done, we get the backstory, what's happening, and then Tammy trying to mediate, Coach Kid trying to mediate, and then go about their business, and then they go do a follow up with the person who came on the show who requests help. So that's a whole breakdown, the general breakdown of the flow of the shows. Now let's get into the details of this episode because it was interesting. Named Skittles. Skittles is a colorful person. Very colorful. I mean, I wish I had visuals, but I don't care about all that right now. Colorful person, and he got the colorful hair, the lipstick, the lips, all that stuff. But the lips, like, Chad, you can tell they got some work done because the lip was like bloated, bloated lips. I said, ooh, like you barely could talk. You're turning, y'all should turning, and how you doing, mama? How you doing? And I said, ooh, child. So he came to talk about the boyfriend Edward that he's dealing with and why he came on the show. So, he said he used to be bullying when he was growing up in high school, stuff like that, because he always been flamboyant. And then he came out to his mom when he was 16 years old. His mom was his best friend, but his mom passed away 2 years ago, so it was a very devastating loss. It's still kind of like grieving, basically. With the loss of a parent, you don't never really get over it. You still grieve in some stages and stuff like that. So at the time, his mom had the custody of his niece and nephew, but the mom passed away. He got the custody of his niece and nephew, so he got kids that he raising, and it's like a newfound life of him to being a parent. And if he want kids of his own, everything, he say maybe in the future if he have a partner with that. But he got 2 kids right now. He raising, and they're going cool. It went out. So I said, okay. So that's the backstory of Skittles, and then we get to how we met Edward and what's the tea with that. So Edward, they've been in DMs. They was an Airbnb the first date, and he said the first date he was a hot tour girl. That was a hot tour. Yeah, not kissing sounds. I'm doing that for a PG version, but y'all know the hot tour. Yes, that's a hot tour. Yeah, so he gave that to the first time, and they've been FaceTiming and phone ever since. And it was a cafe. He's a cafe owner. However, we was told that he's a trust fund baby. So he's loaded. He has money. So after 4 or 5 months of really dating and being together, it's like that, they became official. And it's been 2 years now. 2 years of relationship. Edward has never met his children, but Edward's always to talk about how they call him Eddie, doesn't matter. They're going to talk about future plans of living together and meeting your children and having a family. So, the whole spill every now and then. So, why on the show? Why are you on the show, Skittles? With your colorful life and the big lips and all that. So he's like, young Terry, something like that. And, Terry was in her life. She said, let me tell you something, Skittles, and he's bi. Come to find out Eddie is bi. Everything you know about it. All that stuff. So he said the reason why he's on here because Edward stop sharing their location. Because sometimes couples share locations with each other. Do y'all like to share locations? If you was a significant other, would you like to share locations? I mean, y'all let me know y'all doing that. I wouldn't mind a little bit if it's safety issues, but if you try to do that for tracking me and trying to show up when I'm at and all that stuff, and that's that, I said, no, we ain't having that. It's I'm not picking up a calls, and then it was like, okay. And every time Skittles get mad, and Eddie only had to just send him money, and then he just because he likes money. He's like, I'm a girl. I'm a shop. I like to shop. I like to be. I'm a tell this thing. I'm a fine thing. So Eddie always been doing that. Basically, uses money for love, and he always enjoys the money. So every time he get mad, he just throw him some money. And he didn't be good about it. I said, "Oh, child, he is kind of like thinking training you. Oh, you get mad, just throw him money, and you be good." So on Instagram, I guess Eddie blocked him on Instagram so you won't see his stories. So he created like a burn account. Because Taylor was asking question. He said, girl, it's a new age. Get it with the program. I got a burn account. Not everybody in this day. It's technology. So check the story in the burner account, a different account, and then saw his story and then realized he saw a woman dancing on him. Some girl named Natasha. And that's what Tammy asked if he's Eddie's a bisexual. And he said yes. Then Natasha dancing on it. He said, "Oh, that was my when you confront the person, they say they're like their cousin or somebody." I said, "What cousin or family member would be dancing up on you like that?" Boy, bye. I mean, sometimes when you're in the parties, you dance with your family a little bit, but not to the point, not too much. So, but he said cheating. If you find out he really is cheating on them and stuff like that, it's a wrap. I don't. That's a deal breaker for Skittles. I said, "Oh." So they did day one investigation, and they was at the shop, inside the shop. He was working there, and then 2 hours later, just left the shop, and then was at his house. 1 hour later, we saw someone driving to the house, and I guess it got access to the garage. So the garage door open, went in there. 4 hours later, the person left, and it was like 2:30 something in the morning. I said, "Ooh, child, what y'all was doing? What y'all doing?" So that day two, we saw Eddie go into the bank, and then he pulled out a wide, large sum of cash. I said, "Ooh." And grown man, his name is Skittles. Does not sound like he wants a real relationship. Yeah. Hold up. That's what he's saying. He wants one. And that's what it is. And then after he went to the bank to get some wallet of cash, then he met up with the same person that was at his house the day before. And it was at the retail shop. And because Eddie was kind of like bossy, he said, "Oh, I'm not spending this amount of time on this. Let's heavy up," or something like that. Who was there? And then all of a sudden they been shopping, and he spent like $3K in that store. I said, "Oh, Eddie, where you at? What? Those some cash over here." He ain't no square. He just like to share. Those from here. Those couple hundreds over here. Drop the Louis, drop the Louis, drop the Louis on my lap. What's your next boyfriend name gonna be? Snickers? Well, his name is Skittles, the person who came to the show. His boyfriend name is Edward. So, but yes, that's like a nickname they gave him because he's colorful. Not 3K. I said, Eddie, throw some 3K over here. Chad, I get some stuff for me. So Natasha. But like I said, you can tell Eddie likes people who got their like work done in the face and stuff like that because Natasha also got to look like they got work done too. And I said, "Oh, what's Eddie interest and attraction?" Hmm. Hmm. Do you need a couple hundred for Louis Vuitton bags nowadays? Because according to the men on TikTok, them bags only cost $10 to $15 to make. Oh well, because it's a main brand. I don't need those type of bags. I ain't no bag person. I'm a book bag person. Give me a book bag and I call it a day. I mean, we all know that those bags cost cheap to make. But yes, it comes from a brand, they want to jack up the prices. I said, I can't do it. But I'm just saying that motherfucker, he bought like buying 3K in a store. Chad, let me find someone who can pay and spend 3K like that. So after that, that was 2 days. So we met up with Tammy. Oh, don't get me wrong, no. I love the interaction. I like this. People who follow my channel know I like the interaction. So don't get me wrong. If you didn't watch the show, you can still comment. You can still comment. I want people who say, "Oh, they watch the show and don't comment at all." No, you can still comment. I love it. So the meetup. So they show Skittles the videos of what they surveil. And then Skittles realized he don't recognize the car. But when the person got out and everything, he recognized the person that Edward was with. And he said, that's that bitch Natasha. I said, ooh, not that B. Natasha. And then he said he gave her money. And then also it was realized, ooh, hold on. He said it's good to Tasha. So they was talking, and he said, "Yes, I give you money and everything you need. I got it for you. You take care of me, and I take care of you." That's basically what he is. You do what you do for me, I got you. You don't need to worry about anything else. I do it. Oh no, I ain't doing that. But we all do know that Eddie used financial control. He uses money to control the relationship. So that's what it is. Do what he wants, he get whatever he wants. So Eddie went to Skittles house because we realized after he spent some the lax on Natasha and all that stuff, he went to Skittles house and he put an apron on to show Skittles that he was at work all day, even though we know that was not at work. He was at freaking Natasha. And so left Skittles and went to Natasha's house and they went to get a sale in the house. So it seemed like he's going to get Natasha a house, basically. I said, nah, he's loaded like that to get somebody a house. I said, yeah, that's all by control. Get the house, give what he want. And then he was saying he want no kids. And he said we can get dogs, we can get dogs and stuff like that, but we ain't have no kids. And that kind of freaking pissed Skittles off because Skittles said, "Oh my God," he said all this stuff that he wanted kids and children with me and all that stuff like that. And now I got 2 children and he never met them. But now he said he want no kids, so I gotta freak them out. And then he was talking about freaking around the house and the balcony, do all this stuff like that. And I guess he made the offer in the house. I said, "Oh, Eddie, okay, all right." So Skittles decided to do a takedown because Tammy gave him 2 options: team up with the person, team up with Natasha, or do a takedown. He said, "Oh no, I'm gonna take a takedown. I'm gonna do a takedown, Tammy. Go do a takedown." So they take down. They meet up with Skittles later again, and they was at a furniture store. I guess to try and get some stuff for the house. And Skittles came confront them. And baby, he came in hot. Skittles kind of shading thinking Natasha and Natasha shading back. So who this bitch? Who the bitch? Who you fucking talking to? They're going back and forth, back and forth. He said, "Yo, Wake's messed up and raggedy," and he said, "You look fucked up in the face," and all that stuff, and then going back and forth, back and forth. Eddie was like, "Hold up, I don't do this. I don't do none of this. Stop that. Why you got the cameras right here? I don't do none of that." Bows. And we got to find out he was messing with he was dating Natasha for like a 1 year. They've been on Instagram, and he was messing with Skittles for like 2 years. And then Natasha and freaking Skittles going back and forth. Eddie said, "Yo, both of y'all bitches shut the fuck up and sit down and you gonna listen to me and whatnot." Terry was like, "Whoa." I was like shocked too. Cause I was saying, he is talking down on him like they say, "Y'all better listen to me and y'all just shut the F up and y'all arguing around and y'all listen." Yo, he already said that. And you know what they still did? Still arguing with each other. So Tammy said, "Yo, hold up. He just told y'all bitches to shut the fuck up and sit down. And then y'all still arguing with each other." It's like they even didn't care what we said. They kept arguing with each other, even though he kind of disrespected them. Like, and he tell them what's going on. He said, "Listen, y'all just shut up and I dictate how this going to go. Not y'all. I will. Shit. I would say, ooh, Natasha, Skittles, what you gonna do? Nothing. They still argue back at each other. So they took Skittles and Natasha outside, and then Tammy talked to Edward. And we got more one down with Edward. He said he tried to recreate the relationship that he had with his parents, that his parents been together like 40 plus years. And like, so I said, you can't create a relationship with your parents if you use your money in the aspect of control. That's not the relationship that your parents doing. That's something else. So you're not gonna get that same kind of love if you're gonna go down this kind of path you're going. You maybe need to do something different and change your approach. But and they still fighting on him, and they even though they said, you come with me, you come with me, come with me. I said, can y'all both stop? Stop. So he said he lived his life like that. He lived his life, he used his money, he do for people, and he don't feel like the people's on his level. And he think that the people are party girls. They party people. So they're going to be party people. They're going to treat them how it is. And that's where he revealed that Skittles was a sugar baby. And I say, you know what? When I was listening to the whole story, and I hope y'all listen to me. Y'all listen to me. I guess y'all got a sense that seemed like a Skittles was a sugar baby. Because I was like, this looked like a sugar baby, sugar daddy kind of scenario. Because I don't know how. No, Evans don't look like he's an old type of guy, but he got money. So it's like when Skittles was talking, he seemed like money was thing, and he uses money and financial control, and he dictates use his money. So I said, how much in love would you with this guy if he is this kind of way, and how in his relationships? Cause we seen that when we seen him. So you was loving him really, or we was loving the money. If he was loving the money, to say that it was sugar baby. So Tammy was kind of blindsided because the Skittles never mentioned that he was a sugar baby, first like that. So and he kind of like, you can say like Edward kind of like he loved like Skittles. But he wanted Skittles to do something like I think Skittles was working somewhere and he was still in a life. And he said, we could do this relationship type of thing and all that stuff, but you have to stop doing that. And Skittles said, no, I'm not doing that. So because he said no, he wasn't doing that and everything, so the arrangement wasn't being made. So he didn't trust you that way. It gonna keep that same arrangement of burning money on you and you have your way. So at some point, shape or form, it had to be a compromise. Even though what he's probably saying probably wasn't right, but if you want to compromise and work the relationship and want to be with him specifically, then maybe it got some compromise will have to be done. But since you want to start doing that, you had to be that. And then yes, Skittles did confirm at the beginning, confirmed with Tammy later on. He said yes, that's how we started. We started as a sugar baby, sugar daddy kind of scenario. And she said, you didn't even tell me that. You should have let me know. He said, but yeah, it started like that, but I didn't want to continue like that. I wanted to build with something like that. I want to be built with him. That's what I wanted to build. And but Eddie felt that way. He said, like, say, you know what? I do everything for him, but nobody offer to take care of me. Who takes care of me? I said, I don't know. You better find somebody who got the same level of cash as you and maybe take care of you as much as you take care of them. But so what's gonna do? What Natasha and what's gonna do? So Natasha told Coach Ken outside, she said, listen, I'm fine with arrangement. Natasha said, listen, I don't care. There's no freaking love in this. I get what I want. Because she said she was trans or something growing up. And, sometimes it's hard because you just stripper growing up. And then some people don't even know the trans is kind of dangerous market situation. Do that. So what she had to do, she had to use her money to get what she and survive. So she's okay with Eddie how it is. She don't love the girl like that. She's not in love with him. She just love that what he could do for her. So yes, get in the house, get my house. I get what I need. I get money. I get my clothes. I get whatever I need. If I ask him, he give it to me, and I just have to do whatever to do and get what I want. And that's it. I don't love the guy. I get what I want. I said, hey, no, I ain't mad at her. She said it straight up numerous times. Listen, I'm fine with the arrangement. I don't care. Give me the cash, pay what I need, and that's alive. Now, Skittles still want more, but Natasha said no. No, Natasha said, listen, I'm fine with it. So we can continue doing that. Skittles said he needs time. Natasha said she's good with the situation. And that's that. The follow up with Skittles, he said he completely done with at work. Him and Edward had not been talking. He said he back in the streets. I said, well, you never left the streets, so what you back in it? But he gonna do this on his own, take care of his children. And that's what it was. I said, you know what, that's great. That's great. And that was the episode. It was interesting. It was funny. But hey, like I said, just know what you want. And sometimes if people tell them what they really want out of things, they probably do that. But what is crazy that people pretend and go along with something where you know they want to go along. If you're okay and want to be a sugar baby, to say you want to be a sugar baby. Don't try to blur the lines and do something more. They just gotta accept what's the agreement what you have with the sugar daddy. And no one with that. Nobody gonna shame you or judge you. Stand on it. Stand in your truth. I wish more people stand in their truth. I was Peach Juice standing her fucking truth, but we're gonna get in that in a minute. That's what leads way into RHOA. Stand in your truth and stand in it. Don't backpedal or pussy pop now. No. Skittles, you know what it was in the beginning, and now you will blur the lines. And yes, maybe it was just probably saying some lot of things to you, and maybe that should not be the things that be said. Maybe he should have not give you false hope. But however, the way how the relationship was going, it seemed like it was just that. So I'm just saying, people, be clear of what you want, and if things change, you got to be upfront with the person you want to change with, and you got to understand the consequences. You may not continue with the relationship if you change the dynamics of what it is. If you end up changing up what it was, that person gonna start changing up, and you might not continue this relationship, and you have to be okay with that, and find someone else who continue to grow and change with you. But when you have somebody who's set in their ways and how they want the relationship going to be, either you accept that or you don't. But that's that. We're going to continue on. We're going to do more episodes according to that. I hope it's more outrageous stories because some of them will be crazy. Some of them will be crazy. But let's get off of this. Let's move on to Our Show Way. I know that's what people are here for. Oh, we still got good time. All right. Whew. Now, what y'all think about this Sunday's episode? Because we got some things to say. Now, it wasn't like really a fantastic episode, but it was enough to say some things. It was enough to say some things. And let's get into it. Episode 8. So we still on a peach juice trip, birthday trip. Even though we all know it's a cash trip. I don't know why everybody pretending that it was peach juice funding all this, and it was her trip. Because I said so. A lot of y'all probably would have been there because y'all just met her. So get out of our faces. No, damn well why Drew was there at the trip. The reason why you didn't want Drew there because you want to stop her bag because you know when they get paid for showing up for episodes and stuff like that. So if you don't have her showing up for the trip, you don't have her getting paid, and that's not good. It's not good at all. So you know why? That's why you can never really say. Like I said before, Cynthia. Oh, we gonna get to Cynthia too. We gonna get to Cynthia. As comments these last 2 episodes. We gonna get to Cynthia because I don't like what she was doing in this episode either. And whatnot. You know what Drew gotta be. That's what she never really could say straight no when Angela asked her, Okay, I was like, Drew, you was dancing around the figure's question. You could have straight up said no if you didn't want her there to give her all this figure energy. No, you know why you can't really straight say no. You left it open. So don't get mad when she actually did come because she really asked you before. Right. So Shamia did her country song at the beginning, whatever. Don't care. Let's move on. So Brit Biscuit. Brit Biscuit said Angela went her the wrong way. What she did? You, now you want to have an issue with Angela? You had an issue with freaking Kenya. Look at how that happened. And now we had an issue with freaking Angela. Or Angela Kid. You know you heard her. You know you heard her. You know y'all all heard her when she asked that question. And you know Peach Juice never really said straight no. So then y'all need to stop playing like what? So we did get Shamia said her husband wants a son. And I'm not one of those people capone to tell a woman that they need to give the person their husband a kid because that's what you are required to do. I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that. I feel like you could do as much as you could handle. And I said the baby you just got Shiloh is enough attention that she needs at this moment. So I feel like I don't think is, in my opinion, I don't think is worth it to get another kid right now and focus on that little one. Because you still got two little ones to take care of. To bend yourself in the pretzel to trying to reward him or give him another child, a son specifically, is something when you still got a lot going on right now. I mean, because she kept saying that he wants to, do you want another child? I mean, I know you say you want to grow your family, but you keep growing the family because you say it's because of he. Because of he. What about you? You don't want to have to go through it. Whether or not you wanted to carry yourself, because I don't think that the last one you did carry, you did surrogacy. So like that. So maybe you want to continue that route, because I know she said she was going to do IVF and stuff like that, but I'm just saying that don't bet yourself in the pretzel trying to give somebody something where you have a lot. I mean, yes, they got the means, the opportunity to do so. So if that happens, the blessings happen for them. But I'm just saying that sometimes women does do too much for the husband, and they lose themselves. If like I said, own purpose is only children, and I said no, you have other purposes in your life. Yeah, Britt mad at Angela because she's not like, oh, poor you. What Ken did was so wrong. Poor Britt. Let's pat your head. F Britt. Yeah, F Britt Biscuit. Britt Biscuit, let's get out of here. I really did not like the way she worded it about having a baby for her husband. Yeah, she worded it kind of funny, like is his demand and request that he needs it, and you just doing it because you want to please him. I said, no, you doing it because you want to expand your family, but you keep phrasing it as a way of because he wants it. He wants it. And I said, oh. Yeah, and I like how Britt Biscuit act like she want everybody to forget Kenya and stuff like that. I said, no, we're not forgetting her. We're gonna forget you and hope you was a one and done in this freaking show, but we ain't gonna never forget Kenya. I know I'm not. She made her mark in the show for way too long for you to try to say we're gonna forget her. Or because of you. Because she showed you something. Yes, it was kind of wrong for her showing that. It was not kind of wrong. It was very wrong for her showing that at the beginning of the event. Yes, in that kind of manner. Yes, we all said that. We all said that. But we're not going to sit here and act like she didn't get to that point because you threatened her. Girl, get out of here. And you keep forgetting that point. In order for you to backpedal in the freaking season before the season started and say you didn't say such thing. And then you're going to watch what happened live and say you want to do this Prodigy campaign tour like you don't know you did wrong. Goodbye. If out of here. So Angela was like, Peach Juice was calling her victimina. And I'm trying to understand what aspect that Angela was acting like the victim. How was she acting like the victim? Call her victimina and whatnot. And then Cynthia was telling Angela that baby daddy hit different. I said, get the F out of here with this baby daddy hit different. Let me tell y'all something. Unless y'all baby daddy gets you married and marry you and continue the relationship with you, that's all they're gonna be. They moved on. They might have another girlfriend right now. They might got that girlfriend pregnant right now. They might end the whole relationship. To say the baby daddy's hit different. F out of here. I said, Cynthia, your freaking daughter is like almost 30 years old right now. Leon is grown as hell, doing him, and you doing you. Get the fuck out of here saying this baby daddy's hit different. That somebody need to come at you about doing something with Leon. I said, for you, I don't give a damn about you. Yes, he cares about you when you have a child together. But I'm just saying, at this point, he's living his life. You living your life, girl. Your child is near and grown. So nobody got to come to you. Like, if you want us to, child, I ain't no figure coming to you because if I get a hold of Leon, it got a live, make a video. It got a ride it like a rodeo. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody gonna come to you about you. Oh yeah, we gonna freak Leon. We had to come talk to you about it. Exactly. Half of them chicks don't know the meaning of the words. Peach juice, Drew, Britt. They don't know what these words mean. They just throwing them out there. Exactly. Exactly. So baby dad's hit different. Try. I understand that. Understand that. I said, who need to come to Cynthia right now if they wanted to work with Leon in any kind of capacity and tell her, "Oh, we working with Leon." I said, and why you need to talk to Cynthia? So Cynthia trying to please Peach Juice and trying to say, "Oh yeah, baby, that is different." I said, and Peach Juice, Drew always been a hoe. Not Drew. Dennis always been a hoe. He always been one. That's why you so mad because he didn't give you the ring that you want and be married with you. That's why you end up with the African scammer because Dennis couldn't give you what you wanted because he wasn't down like that. He gave you a baby. You sucked him off because you know he liked to suck. He like his dick suck. So, but other than that, that's that. You was not married to Dennis. Dennis go do him, and that's what Dennis lied to you, saying he wasn't filming with Peach Juice. He, you know, damn well he was still filming. And I understand. I understand why act like you don't even know that he was filming. Drew. At the end of the day, they have a whole finished product out there. It's not like it didn't come to fruition. She has an album out, so they was working on something together. It's out. The product is there. The proof is in your face. The proof is in your face. So miss me with all this. Oh, he violate the arrangement of the family. You violate the arrangement in your family first by being with Simon. And you thought you was gonna get a Sharia treatment. And look what happened to you. Oops. But you want to convince us that you were so burnt hurt that he working with freaking Drew and filming behind your back. Girl, get the F over that. Tell us what's going on between you and Simon and tell us the real deal why you took that lady husband. Why she took that lady husband? Why she took that lady husband? Tell us that. And then we could talk about it. But we ain't here to talk about no freaking you upset about Dennis filming behind your back. What arrangement? Because it seems to me he didn't care nothing about the arrangement. He never really cared about what you gotta want anyway. So knowing him, girl, what the hell are you talking about? Do you really want him to fail? You know he was filming. And he filmed and they got a product. He making money for his daughter. So you was God missed me with that. I understand, and everybody trying to justify this peach juice and why she upset. I said, "Fuck her." Yes, I said it. When she, when she first introduced him on the show, she said they more like brother and sister. Yeah, she did. She said Leon like a brother and sister. So don't try to act like us. Oh, and baby, that's hit different. Like you gonna be so pissed off that we working with Leon. F out of here. You would definitely be pissed off because if I had Chad, if Leon go both ways and I had my way, I would definitely. You have to fight me because something gonna be going down. They be friends ever since. So good, you ain't now not mad. Sit there, you and your baby daddy were never married, and I believe he have plenty of your friends since you broke up over 30 years ago. And to be honest, I met Leon in real life in my old building I used to work at. He was visiting one of my tenants in my building, and yes, he was nice, fine as hell in person that he was in screen. And he was nice, polite. He had a girlfriend. He had someone with him, a light bright, and they went upstairs and go about their business. But other than that, yes, I met him in real life. Peach don't give a damn who Dennis effing. If her and Simon were still together, she wouldn't exactly. She wouldn't care. And I don't think him and Drew is messing around with each other. And if they did, and what? Dennis always go do him. He always been him. He always did what he did. You can't control him. And you mad you can't control him. That's why she's so freaking up, spiraled out of control. Because she know Dennis gonna do what he wants. So if he does what he wants, why the hell you getting mad at? If I know you can't control no my human being and you know how he is, it is what it is. She had nothing to talk about because she can't film in the house. Simon's trying to block her for doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. So get out of here. If Simon doesn't have all these legal issues and he had access to all the money you thought he did. Yeah, she would be. She would be. That's when she came back and scrambled out to get some money. Because remember, she quit her jobs because she thought she would get the cushy pin life. And look what happened. Now that persecution life you thought you were going to have, give you the blues. Sing some hymns. I don't think they mess around with each other either. She is, yeah. And then she goes through her own messy divorce. So it's like, well, wow. So you think that Drew and Peach Juice should really band together and be friends and be there for each other when they go to divorce? It's like she ain't think about no freaking Dennis. And if they were, what is to you? You're not married to your baby dad, so I need to start everybody act like, oh yeah, baby dad's hit different. I said, and so why you not with the baby daddy? Is the baby dad for a reason? It hits so different that you should still be with the baby daddy. So sit there. That's one thing you. I got annoyed with you. We're gonna talk about the another time I got annoyed with you in this episode. And I said that was stupid. I never understood that. Why did you quit all your job? You could have at least kept one girl. Your good friend Shamia did and quit her jobs and she got married. Her husband got real money. Oh, she didn't and quit her jobs and she got married and her husband got real money. Yes, exactly. A real good money. HVAC systems at airports, that make money. Yeah. Girl, who give a F about a baby daddy? She's not around your kid. And even if she is not around your kid. Around your kid. She's not a bad person. Exactly. So I was like, yeah, I got what you say. I got what you meant. So that's that. So Drew arrived because Drew, I guess she was trying to get there for a while now, but I think Drew was stalling. She was trying to contemplate. She was contemplating whether she wanted to come or not. But she actually she eventually arrived, and they had to do. It was two different things. Kylie the Ugly whiskey, Kylie the Ugly drink making, bartending, or the whiskey tasting and whatever. And they said Drew could attend whatever she wants to attend, like that. So Peach Juice said that Angela gaslit her. I said, "What she gaslit you about?" See, like you were saying, people just throwing words out there and don't even know the meaning. I say, "What did she gaslight you about?" She didn't gaslit you. It was not to be gaslit. And she didn't bring nothing about Drew up. Your dusty ass friends brought Drew up. Because they was asking, where is Drew? Because they was figured that Drew will be there. And then you would get booked because your friend is there and try to come at Angela like she's a freaking child. That's what Angela said. Talk to me like I'm a 5 years old. Since you want to talk to me like a child, talk to me like I'm a 5 year old. Explain to me. So we in a sprint, so we in the van, and then Shamia started crying out of nowhere. I said, girl, what's she crying for? It just came out of nowhere. We said we in a girls trip. But we gotta find out she got a text and stated that I guess it was back in the day. I think King had this like event. And Shamia talked at a King's event about domestic violence and stuff like that happened. And she was once married for like a year. And that person has been abusive towards her and stuff like that. And the lady that I guess the ex-husband was with at that time, or she decided she wanted to mess with another girl because they want to believe that Shamia's story, because you know that's how it normally is, that you don't want to, you intend to ignore the experience the current person is going through and thinking that your experience will be whole different, or you're not gonna get the same experience, and they come around to find out you got the same experience because I don't know what you thought you better looking, or you thought you were light bright, you could do better, and he gonna treat you different, or you thought what? Whatever reason you think that you're gonna have a better experience with the same person that's doing this numerous of times and have history of doing so, you kind of convince your mind and thinking that your experience gonna be different, and it's not gonna happen to you like that person did to you. It might not happen right away, but it will eventually happen and whatnot. Look, Shamia got a text from the same woman that got with him after she left the person and saying that you was right. I apologize. To me, I feel like more females should do that. Reach out to the person and tell them, you know what, you was right. I was wrong. I apologize. It happened to me. Just like it happened to you. The same experience. The reviews is in your face, but people choose to ignore the reviews because they thought they could change the person. So now, if I'm deciding to date someone and everybody before me tell me they had this kind of similar experience of him, I will feel like I would not think I'm different. I said, oh hell no, I can't deal with that. No. Mm-mm. Because what's going on? Everybody's saying the same thing. So I'm glad she got out of that situation and she's with a new, happier, healthy relationship with her husband now. But yes, take heed to people's stories. So that Coyote Ugly event that Shamia, Kelly, and Peach Chew was at. I thought that Britt Biscuit was gonna be over there too. I said I don't know why she ended up going with the whiskey tasting with Cynthia, Angela, and Drew. I don't know why she went over there instead it would be with Kelly and Shamia and freaking Peach Juice. I didn't understand that. It didn't make sense. So she went there. And then Peach Juice would say a lot of things. First of all, they was doing drinking and they demonstrating how they drink. They can't use their hands. So they had to do a coyote style. And they was like, and, pushing them back and doing the thing back and all that stuff like that. I said, y'all do a lot of that freaking deep throating animation and stuff like that, but you want to freaking shame as a woman for sucking dick. I said, get the F out of here. You ever do all that? She mean freaking Kenny almost deep throat the freaking cut. Peach was licking it before she's drinking it. And then Shamia had to do whatever Shamia did. So I was like, okay. So none of y'all figure shaming me or shaming another lady for sucking dick when y'all all demonstrating shit. Like y'all do that. Goodbye. So friends. So the friends knows Drew. That's what they asked about her and why she was asked. See all that mouth around the glasses. That's why I like the plastic cup. Exactly. So I think Shamia brought up is saying that, and she told it wrong. See, Shamia, this was that's when you get your wig knocked off. Because why are you twisting what was said? Angela told you that Kelly was talking. She found out that Kelly was talking about her, but she worried about what Drew reaction was when Kelly was talking about her. She didn't tell you that Drew was talking about her. So you brought this up to the girls and said that, oh, yes, it was told to me that Drew was talking about Angela. So I understand why Angela was so advocating for Drew when she was talking about. I said, girl, get the fuck out of here. That's not what it was said. So you twisting words around, and that's not what happened. That's not what was stated. She just wanted to know what Drew's reaction was when Kelly was talking about her. That's what she wanted to know. But no, you twisted the words and brought it around and made it seem like Drew was talking about Angela. So then she was saying that, oh, Angela was setting Drew up with a negative vibe. So I don't know why she set her up to come over here. I said, what did she doing that? First of all, she was telling y'all to stop talking about Drew like she's not there because Drew was not there to defend herself. So y'all need to stop talking. So she wasn't setting no Drew up for no negative vibes. So y'all saying all this extra craziness that didn't make any sense. It was not a reality. That's not what we saw. That's not what we saw. But no, this is what y'all want to give us. F out of here with all that. So whiskey tasting, where we had Britt Biscuit, Angela, Drew, and Cynthia. This is another thing that Cynthia annoyed me. So Britt Biscuit saying that, oh, Angela was playing a victim. So Angela said, how am I playing a victim? Explain to me. Give me examples. She said, so she said, explain. She said, exactly. Exactly, Angela. All the way right about all that shit when Drew was here. Not here. Now. Yeah, when Drew is here. Not now when she's absent. Exactly. Exactly. Play the victim. She was saying, oh, you being oblivious of what's going on, that's playing the victim. I said, that's not playing the victim. That's not what a victim is. Victim is if something happened to you, something was done to you, or you did something to someone and it reacted to you, then you became a victim because you played it because you didn't realize you did something that made something react to you and it was done to you. And now you play the victim because you didn't like the reaction you get. So that's victimization. Whereas I think Britt Biscuit was doing a lot of projection because all the stuff she was saying Angela was doing, that's what she was doing. Britt Biscuit, you was playing the victim. You was going around pretending like Kia did all this and you did nothing wrong, and she just blasted you for no apparent reason, not knowing that you was acting a whole plump fool, saying you got pistols and whips for bees like her. She gonna learn today. All that stuff. She gonna respect me. She gonna learn today. All that. And also that freaking brunch that Kelly threw for you. Angela asked a legitimate question. You saying because the picture that was shown, you losing your license or you're under investigations. I said, girl, bye. Based on what? And then you get mad because she's asked you that question. So no, you was playing victim. Oh my God, to do that to me and y'all understand it. Like he was like, I was so devastated. Nobody had my back and it was on up going to me and all that. I was like, shut up. Shut up. So it's like it was no level of empathy and everything. And even now I was crying and y'all just showed me like I was wrong and stuff like that. Exactly. It act like you was on investigation. They lose. You took your license was losing. That's what she made it seem like that because the future her license was taken away. I said no, it's not. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. No, that's not what happened. Don't try to convince us like that. So Drew said us being there was showing you, and they said yeah, I didn't understand. So Cynthia said, unless you guys go up there and have a picture showing to you, don't talk about me and everything, and they're going to console. But I said, Cynthia, you better shit your ass down and worry about your face box. Like, girl, worry about it. Worry about yourself. Worry about that drink of the whiskey you throwing it back and shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. And that's not what happened. Yes, it's devastating and having your picture shown in that capacity, but we're not gonna go there like we don't know what happened that led to that. And we also not gonna go down and act like that brunch went the way how Brisket was making it seem. Like they came in there with a whole attitude. She act like she walked in, they was like she act like they had a steak attitude with her when she walked in. I know they didn't. That's not what happened. They were supporting you. And you got annoyed because you found out the ladies were still asking, they were talking to Kenya about her feelings. You talk to Kenya about her feelings. What about my feelings? You talk to Kenya like she didn't do what she did to me. You talk to Kenya. I said yes, because they were friends with Kenya. So what you think? They get not gonna talk to Kenya? She act like what Kenya did. They supposed to erase Kenya out the face of the earth. Exactly. After Peach Juice told you what happened, Cynthia, and y'all still going around acting like Brit Biscuit didn't do anything wrong. And that's what her ass got this big ass head right now. Like she's better. Well, once again, Angela, not kissing your behind, but girl, that's what you meant. Exactly. So Angela apologized, and I did feel I apologize. Yeah, something like that. And but you did came across like you was a title that nobody should talk to Kenya. It's all about you and whatnot. Girl, bye. And I say, girl, us being there and doing that doesn't minimize us being there for Kenya. And we're not minimizing your feelings. So all that getting up and consoling her and all that stuff, I said, girl, no, you are not the victim here. So all if I were Angela, I said, see, all that stuff you were saying right now, you is playing yourself as a victim, not me. So check that. But the cowboy dinner is at 8 o'clock. So this is another thing that I thinking got me upset. Exactly. I said, oh yeah, girl, you can still be mad because I'm still cool with Kenya. Got me annoyed. Because I said, you could have kept your ass upstairs, Peach Juice, and not even worry about the rest of the scene. So this is what you did. This is a couple of times you did this. It's the first time you did this where you could have had like control the scene and do things, but you want to escape around and not doing nothing to avoid having a scenes with ladies and interact with them. You came down with a funky ass attitude. You were just upstairs FaceTiming Dennis and your daughter. You had a different dress on, different suit on. Then you come downstairs in all black with a steak attitude. Quiet. Everybody said, what's going on, Peach Juice? What's happening? Peach Juice, what happened? Everybody was in good spirits. Showing they figure outfits on, talking about they gonna milk each other and everything. And then she come down, mean attitude, and then everybody, the whole freaking atmosphere just changed. And she know what she's doing that. She's doing that for a reason. She wants the focus back on her. So everybody can say, oh, what's going on, Peach Juice? What's going on, Peach Juice? What's going on, Peach Juice? When you're in a group around of people and then you soak it in a corner and not saying nothing and have a stink attitude, you want people to pay attention to you, to ask you, what's up with you? We know the psychology of that. We know the psychology behind that. You want people to focus on you by doing that. So take attention away from the group by focusing back on you, by soaking and having a piss ass attitude. You could have stayed upstairs if you ain't gonna be mad. You gonna be pissed off. I was so annoyed. I don't like that. If you're gonna be like that around people in a group of celebratory, you should stay whatever you at. Stay home. We rather you stayed home, and we check on you later. So the reason why she was definitely being that passive aggressive. So she found out the reason why she's upset. She found out that Dennis been filming with Drew. And I said, so you mad over this? And she said that he chose opportunity over family. I said, just like you chose opportunity over family by getting with Simon. See how we have that? See how the term turns? So we not mad. Are we supposed to be upset with that? No. And people, Peach Juice fans, try to justify, say, yeah, I'll be upset with that too. I said, fuck out of here. Would you be upset about what? What happened? What? You're not married to the guy, so what will you be upset about? Because you just have a kid together? Swoop de doop doo. Everybody got kids with a guy. What make you special? Having a kid by the man doesn't make anybody special. Especially men don't value kids like that. They just like the value of having a legacy go around, spraying that freaking sperm around all the damn day. Exactly. And he's not tied to you. So stop acting like he's tied to you. He's only tied to you to your daughter, but he's not tied to you to marriage and anything else. And he's still a hoe around here. So, girl, you gonna be mad at everybody, every female he messes with? You gonna be mad? To the line dancing, whatever. So remember when Drew got there, Peach was hugging her, say, "Hey, how you doing?" All that stuff like that, and they come downstairs, and then all of a sudden, what? I was like, "Oh shoot!" So there's a dinner table, right? And Angela was like, "Oh, you know what? Exactly. Tell us something else." So Angela said, "Listen, I don't know. I know we had that kumbaya yesterday." Angela said, "But I don't understand, and I still don't understand why you say I was a victim. So Britt basically said, "Oh, so you didn't take nothing yesterday, and nothing really accomplished yesterday." So no thing I accomplished. I still don't understand why you say I'm a victim. Doesn't take away from me apologizing to you. I still don't understand why you call me a victim. So explain that. So, victim, gaslight, and everything. So she asked Peach Juice, "What I gaslighted you about?" Like, I don't remember. You don't remember. You know exactly what you remember. You know exactly what it was. You know exactly. And the reason why you say you don't remember, because you don't even have a valid reason why she said you feel like she gaslighting you. Because there was no valid reason. So, but who are you trying to teach any one type of lessons? Exactly. Exactly. So then I was like, hold up. So Angela said, why I'm the only one being held accountable for what I did? Why you not held accountable, Peach Juice? Like Kelly. Kelly's, what you said when you first came out about Peach Juice? She said, oh, why she stole that lady husband? And then she said, oh, that's not the same scenario. I said, no, it's just exactly what it is. Accountability is accountability. Doesn't matter what kind of scenario it is. Accountability is accountability. So I got my answer. I got my answer. I said, what answer did you get, girl? The last time we checked, we scolded you because you came in hot, and we liked that you came in hot, and then you backpacked the pitter pasta BB and PP when you got what Peach Juice, and that was good because she called you multiple personalities. I got multiple personalities. Oh, what? Yeah. And then that's how it ended. What answer did you get? She didn't explain nothing. She called you multiple personalities. So we gotta watch you, girl. And that's all she wrote. And you move on like Maya. F out of here. We get nothing out of that. So don't sit here and try to be fake and phony, kiss and figure Peach Juice behind being her minion. Or for what? And this is the anchor of the show y'all like? This your anchor? This your dusty anchor sitting there with a piss poor attitude? Don't really freaking manage the scene correctly? You could have engaged the girls. You could have like vet them or something. Give us something. But you gonna sit there, oh, you can kiss my ass. Angela said, the rest of the world could kiss your ass because I'm not kissing your ass. She said, no, you first. I said, girl, get the fuck. You acting like a freaking poor child. You acting like a poor child. And you acting like a cat that they get her milk. You act like a spoiled cat that they get her milk. You need some? And also call you Toto. Exactly. Toto! Oh my God! She was reading your head out of you. Shading the head out of you to the table, and then y'all was good. She said, Angela said in her confession, I'm not kissing no flat. I'm not kissing a fixer flat. So all that, I was like, all that. I was like, oh, child. So Drew was like, what's going on, Peach? She was like, that was your greatest comeback. Peach was kissing. Exactly. Exactly. So Drew is like, she took the moment. She said, Peach, what's going on? Like, yeah, man. She was like, I came over here. We tried to have a good moment. We tried to apologize and move forward. We was friends. We could get past this and everything. Let's have a conversation. And Drew, and here go Peach Juice. You know, to the point that Drew said, "No, what? I can't deal with this." So for everybody else, yeah, anybody else have an issue here on the table? And she said, "No, that's not." It's like nobody really had an issue with Drew, basically, but Peach Juice. But she said, "You know what? I'm gonna go. I want to go. I can't. Like, I can't. I gotta go. I gotta go." Yes, you could say Drew was being dramatic like that moment. But at the point, I said, at the end of the day, I said, "Girl, I'm trying to talk to you. You up here giving you like if it's not me." And she said that later on, Cynthia. Oh, it wasn't about Drew. They was able to figure my issues. My issues were not with Drew anyway. My issue was Dennis, and I'm mad at him. But you took it out on Angela and figured peace shoes. No, Drew for what? Instead of staying that, instead of staying on that, and say, no one, girl, y'all, I apologize. I ain't even mad at y'all too. But no, you made it believe that you have an issue with them, with your funky ass attitude. I don't like that. The ain't gonna show having like that. Hell to no. Because if it was somebody else, like a kid or something like that, y'all would have dragged them to hell. But whatever. I said what I said. So Peach Juice explained to us why she is mad, but you didn't explain that. You could have said that in the scene. All that stuff you said you was mad about, you could have said that in the scene and explained why you had that funky attitude. But you didn't want to explain that. But you don't want to be a mean girl. I said you was acting like one. That scene was acting like a mean girl. But okay. So she said dramatics. She could have showed her behind if the men wasn't on her behind. I said, then show it. I don't understand why you couldn't show it, because usually when a man is on the woman, they usually take it out on the women. So you could have seen that. We could have seen that scene. Show your behind to the little ladies and take it out on them. Instead of sitting there soaking and have everybody the energy focused on you. So Cynthia and Peach was talking, and she said the energy wasn't specifically for them. It was the dentist broke his obligation. He disrespected our agreement of co-parents. I said, good. At the end of the day, we just saw him having PJ. So I know what disrespectful arrangement you have a co-parent with him that you feel like he violated about what filming with other housewives and everything. Like, Dennis gonna do what he gonna do, because you know that since he got with you anyway. So whatever, girl. Whatever. And you was dumb enough to have him kid. Like, don't get me wrong, Pilar is a blessing to you, and you good. But the fact that he didn't have no other kids, one other kid, and that's his first kid with you, girl, you was dumb enough to end up giving him somebody when you could just screw like he screwed everybody else and move about your business. So there's another thing that Peach Juice escape around and act like a punk, where Shamia, Brick Biscuit. I said, Brick Biscuit, what the hell you do? You got done in your face and done behind there. You know that freaking booty is not freaking real. I said, oh, that looks tacky. That looks tacky. So Kelly and Peach was out there. Cynthia was upstairs. Drew was somewhere, and I think Angela was upstairs. They was partying, be really loud. Hey! Throw in the back, throw in the middle loud. Angela overheard them talking about her. Talking about how she dressed, what she doing, about Charles. She hears all that. She was trying to record because she really had the receipts. Because everybody loves to have receipts. She trying to record, but I guess the audio was not good enough. So she said, "No what? F out of here. Let me go downstairs and see what's up. Y'all talking about me. Let's see what's up. See, I'm upstairs. Y'all talking about me. Let me come downstairs and say the same thing y'all said in my face." So she went downstairs because she overheard something. She was trying to record. It's like 2:30 in the morning, and she heard her name. And then she overheard Peach Juice saying that I would F Charles. And I said, girl, the stuff that people had about you, the issue that people had about you think that was a good enough thing to say in that scene? And I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. You don't joke about that. And I don't care if you're drunk or not. Sometimes drunk tells your whole truth. That's what people say. You want to know the truth? Get them angry. If you want to know adult, you want to get the truth from an adult, get them angry and get them drunk. You get the truth. You get the truth. Once they're angry, they tell the truth. And when they're drunk, they tell the truth. So, you think that was a cute thing to say when people accuse you of stealing someone's husband? And then Shamia and Kenny, oh y'all freaking dusty asses, didn't had a whole issue before. Y'all know y'all was married, and one person got cheated on. You got a whole husband thinking that what she said was cute. What piece you said was cute to y'all in front of your faces downstairs, and then Andrea confronted you. Y'all trying to act like she didn't say that. So it goes to show y'all her dusty ass minions. If I was y'all, I would say, "Oh, who? What?" Good, don't even speak your mouth to say some shit like that. Hell to the no. That the Lala Jezebel spirit came out of her because we did it before. That's not something we should take lightly. That's not something you should take lightly in today's age with your friend group. Let one of your friends tell me they gonna f your wife or husband in your face and say they a joke. I said, no, I'm not taking nothing as a joke. I said, what you mean? Because 9 out of 10 times they would actually do it. They pretend like it's a joke. No, they would actually do it. And right under your nose as well. And then you be shocked that it happens. I said, don't be shocked because they told you. Cut them off. So no, you will not joke around with your friends like that. So ain't no freaking joke. So everybody online try to act like she was saying that's a joke. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. So when Andrea came downstairs to confront Pichu for what she said, she's like, girl, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. And then skedaddle her ass upstairs. Oh. Exactly. What about husbands? Husband is different because I'm married to the motherfucker. They ain't no bigger baby daddies. So what you gotta say for her saying that? Baby daddies hit different. No, it doesn't. You just want to control the person. It's like what I'm thinking man want to control their baby mama. I said that's a baby mama. That's not a freaking wife. You didn't wife her. So you don't get to control her. But people like to be screwed up in their head in these days and age, huh? So Biscuit and Kelly, y'all flip floppers. Should a screen that out a window? You wanna fuck who? Hold on, I'll be right there. She had to scream. She sneaked on that ass. She said, "Oh, hold up, fuck, what you just say?" Oh hell no! Let me go downstairs and try to act like she didn't say nothing. Or for Kelly to confirm it in her confessionals. Because you say you didn't say anything, but here go Biscuit and Kelly saying their confessionals. Oh well, we heard that Charles has a baby and he out with different women. This all the stuff that Peach used to saying out her freaking mouth. Oh, Charles had a baby. He had with different women, and then Peach said, "Oh, Angela better stop before I fuck her husband." Kelly said that. So Angela next day, she ready to go. Her Drew ready to go. They should have been disgusted. Like y'all were discussing with the sucking dicks, huh? Y'all were discussing with that picture, but y'all not discussing what she said she would fuck somebody else's husband. And some of y'all husbands, y'all are married right now. Shamia and Britt Biscuit. Hey Kelly, you said you divorced your husband because you said your husband cheated on you, right? And must other things. You didn't like that. That's what you so against what Peach Juice did. But yeah, y'all sit in the faces and let her say that shit. I don't have any issues because of what? Drunk or not, I would have told Peach Juice. I said, "Go, you don't ever think your mouth say that shit to me or around me. You know what? I can't have my husband around you." Now I gotta say, oh, girl, because we know we get you upset, you will F someone's husband. Because you're not far from that doing that. You did it already. It's history repeat itself, huh? You're not far from that. So we're gonna heed with your words. I heed to her words. So Angela ready to go. Drew and Angela ready to go. And hey, Kenny, good morning! Good morning! How you doing? Good morning. I don't want to be fake. She said, what? What? Go, this how I am every morning. I said, good morning. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Good morning. My name's being fake. Because the bitch, I was up in the figure of face last time. Y'all trying to gas, like y'all trying to act like I ain't heard what I heard. And Kiki and Kaka in front of the faces, act like I was thinking delusional, but now you in my face being all happy and go lucky, saying good morning, act like I'm supposed to be fake with you. No, I ain't being fake with y'all. I'm not. I'm pissed off with y'all, and y'all sitting in my face acting like I'm stupid. So no, all that good morning, hype your ass over there somewhere else. Get out of my face. Hey, Queso, here, how you doing, boo? Yes, we play game because I'm going into this week's Housewives of Atlanta review in my polite way. Be a fake. Or, good morning. I said, get the fuck out of here, my face. All that good morning, good little thing. But y'all was just talking smash shit about me. For real. It's okay for Peach Juice to say that's about someone's husband. It's okay for Biscuit to say that about a gun. But kids are real ready for putting some pictures up in a dick next to a gun. Goodbye, please. Exactly. Exactly. Kid was all wrong for doing what she was, but all that. But it's okay for y'all to sit there, or if you confirm it. I don't know if she was on Watch What Happened Live. Like, I don't know what she said. Did she commit that she said it or not? But I know she said, I ain't said anything. And here goes just G Neck next to her. G Neck, y'all know, if y'all watch my Potomac, I don't call Giselle by her name. I call her G Neck. So G Neck will be laughing. I said, why you laughing for? Did your husband cheat on you a couple of times? You ever pick a pickle, either whatever she said in the first season? Pickle, puppet, whatever she said. Well, he was all cheating on you, but you want to be laughing like that? Quad or Yahoo so celebrating. Yes, girl, she got the African man. Get that coins, honey. Yes. Oh my God, girl. Yeah, she lived a life. So what you gotta say now when she said she'll ask for my husband? Look, Dr. Heffley online said, listen, girl, I like you, girl, but say that about my man, I will fight. Now, Heavy not a fighter, but she will fight for her man. She don't play by David. So no, nobody's okay with that. Nobody's okay with that at all. That was the episode. At all. Because of the clips, I was on Twitter. I was tweeting y'all every now and then. Ashley, you better stop freaking singing chromosome head. Like she always freaking singing. Like, girl, you can't sing. Who the background singer? Cause I would have been mad as hell being back up towards this dusty ass voice. Let me see. So there's something for well. She definitely want to get back. For real. Boshing they songs up. So let me show you what I was treating y'all. And I said one Franklin fan was going back and forth with me. Because, like, if y'all don't know, I don't need to go back and forth with people. Unless it's polite and everything. Because when you get rude, I block you and mute you. But I was like, oh, let me see what people got to say on Twitter. You know what? I don't really watch the after show. What happened to the after show? Tell me what happened. What they say. Because I keep forgetting that they do these shows doing the after show. What they say, what they gotta say about Peach Juice and her dusty ass fucking attitude and what she said. Tell me. Oh man, let's see that. Y'all Peach Juice stands are weird. Talk about she was joking about effing Charles. Or what kind of joke is that? I couldn't picture myself even fixing my mouth to joking like that about anybody I know, a husband, let alone a new potential friend. Yeah. And I say, right, give her husband, she shouldn't make a joke like that. And besides, in today's world, someone might want to listen when a friend said that to you because 9 out of 10 times people will actually do it. Why people making it so normal, I don't understand. Right? So somebody said the world wants to know why Portia, I'll say her name, whatever, I'm gonna let it slide one time, took that woman's husband. Baby, Angela is doing the works for the people. Do you hear me? It's Mama's first season, and MT is already giving OG energy. Shit. So here goes one of the fan here. Here's this chick. Here's Chicago. What's she at? What's she at? Mrs. Bell. Hold on. Yeah, Britt Biscuit is a fan. She is a fan. Will she have imaginary beef with her, or she'll be acting like she's all of freaking Phaedra Cooch? Get out of my face. So here goes this fan right here. She don't have to explain her action about something that happened 3 years ago. Let's move forward. She will be divorced from that man in less than 30 days. I said it doesn't matter how long she left and quit. She left and quit to avoid talking about it. And now she's back and thinking that people are gonna forget what she did. Nah, she needs to explain. Otherwise, why come back? Said she don't have to explain her action. I said, yes, she do. Okay, how long ago? This person laughed. And I said, yeah, she laughed. Oh, yeah. So she said, but the world is past that. You can't take a man that's not really willing to walk away. That's how you know these good girls are fans. I said, so somebody said, no, we not. Portia left the show and trying to make us forget that she was trifling. I said, exactly. We are not past it at all. People want her to explain her action. Otherwise, why come back if you're not going back to speak? So she said, oh, she doesn't have to explain her action about something that happened 3 years ago. Let us move forward. She will be divorced and from that man in less than 30 days. Somebody this girl laughed. And I said, oh, no, she doesn't matter how long. She left and quit to avoid talking about it. And now she's back and thinks people are going to forget that what she did. Nah, she needs to explain. Otherwise, why come back? She said she left because she got married. She was given a contract to come back, so she did. I'm saying that she doesn't owe anyone on this cast an explanation. I said, goodbye. Goodbye. I said, goodbye. So you just windmilling for peach juice, huh? This windmill, huh? Mia Mia was present at Kelly's event. Oh, okay. Mia trying to go to arch away. Hell to the no. Bye. Mia trying to get on the show. Please do not put Mia on Archway. She could go and love him up Atlanta. And I said, I agree because don't add Mia to no dang Archway. We already got 3 lions on this cast. And to add a 4th, we all need resuscitation dealing with Drew, Peach Juice, Phaedra, and now Mia. No, ma'am, don't send us to the hospital. So I said, Peach Juice, got some nerve to say what she said regarding Angela's husband, giving her reputation. I wouldn't even take what she says as a joke or some drunk talk. Nah, girl, you did it once and she will do it again. This is a nasty spirit she has. Look at Peach Juice, the anchor of the show, act like a spoiled cat that they get her milk. Goodbye. I respect her if she stayed in her truth and own it, and you didn't own it. I forgot it's didn't. You mad you didn't get the fairy tale and got scammed. As to the fact that Angela is carrying the show as a newbie says something. I love that she's new, but she fits right in. Okay, that's all I said. I wanted to say that because that fan was going in. Exactly. That's me. It needs to be a love of hip hop. Chill. I don't know. Mia needs to be another love of hip hop because she lies so damn much anyway. But I don't think she need to be doing all your way. She's got that on her over there, act like she gonna get the opportunity over there. I said, girl, no, we only four liars around here. Between her lies and her fashion, Mia is not his wife. I said, girls gonna drag you for lies. I said, child. But let the dramatics happen. I have a feeling Mia will be the next season. She's been hanging with the ladies. She better not. I'm sorry. I don't want no Mia. I mean, listen. I haven't been watching Potomac for a while. I know y'all. If y'all haven't been watching, I think y'all came later. But I started watching Potomac, and I ain't feel like watching nothing like that. And to see her left that show and try and come over here, nah, girl, stay with what you at. Stay with you at. Because I'm low key kind of freaking done with this season too. But I'm only carrying on with it because I made a commitment to finish the season. Because ain't no Kia there, so what the hell? If y'all let go Peach Juice, let go Cynthia and have some little girls, let me see how this goes. Then maybe I'll see how this happens and let the little girls carry it and see how they goes, how they bring the franchise. Other than that, that's that. Any last thoughts about this episode? Anything happen? Or anything I missed here I want to talk? I think I discussed everything, but did Phaedra say anything on that after show? Oh yeah, Angela with that glue. Yeah, she's maybe she needs to stop with that. Cause I did be skating her. All right. If anything else, I gave y'all a review. We play game. Appreciate y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Tell me how y'all thoughts. I said a lot. I gave my opinion about this whole shindig. I'm not here for it. We'll see how this goes. I think the mid-season trailer is dropping tomorrow for Atlanta Housewives, and we'll see how that goes. With Phaedra returning. I know people are excited for Phaedra. I'm not. I really don't care for her. It is what it is. Let's see. If she come in like a wrecking ball, like Cynthia said, that she came and wrecked some havoc, I would look forward to see that. Even though I don't care for her. Other than that, I don't care about no Ficker Fact. Y'all can dead that. Ficker Fact returning, y'all can dead that. I don't care. Did Phaedra say anything? Who she had beef with anything this season? Because you know they be talking before the season started. Other than that, that's that. Oh yeah, I know Kelly did this little radio interview and they asked her how you feel when Peach you said that and she didn't even answer the question. And I said, so you're not gonna really answer why, how you feel if she says, and then you gonna talk about what is she gonna talk about oh she gonna get divorced. I said that's not what she asked. She said, how do you feel that she said she gonna F somebody's husband? Don't skate around the question. Ew. Y'all scared of her? Speak your truth. What's she gonna do? But until then, y'all, next week we're gonna do Beyond the Gates review again. You know, another Last Housewife review, another episode of Court in the Act. I think I might start doing a listening session of Tina Knowles' book. I got an Audible. So I'm gonna listen, make a commentary, and upload it to y'all so you can listen to it. Or we can do it together if y'all would like to. Oh, Fix the Flat? Yes, I ain't kissing no Fix the Flat. I love it. I love it. Or we can do a listening session together. I'll just do like a normal live session behind the screen, listen to it, and we can talk about it. I think that would be a great thing. Because I do like to read and listen to books like that, so that's another passion I have. So we do that with members. All right, y'all. Enjoy your night. If anything, if y'all not, follow my Discord. My Discord link is in my description box down below. Let me copy and paste for y'all here. Because if y'all always want to talk about episodes and stuff like that, and I'm not on YouTube or not, y'all can always check about me because I'm always on Discord. So you can always chat it up with me. We can talk about other things. We don't have to talk about shows. We can talk about other things as well. That's a great place to communicate. And I also do watch-alongs on my Discord. So we can watch episodes together and whatnot. And you get my opinions about other stuff that I might not say on YouTube. So, hold up. Join that. I appreciate you, Shani. I appreciate you coming through and keeping me company. I love that. I love when y'all communicate back and forth. Queso Ray coming in. Doesn't matter. You came in and show up. And everybody who replay watching the bushes, because I was seeing the numbers of people watching me in bushes. I appreciate you watching it and showing me love. All right. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And I'll talk to you later. Peace out. All right. Talk to you later, y'all. Peace out.